Hello, I am your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And I'm just popping in on you to talk to you about how they tried to tear you down, but now they have to watch you come up. They tried to tear you down, Kingdom people, but now they have to watch you come up. And so let me start this with Psalms 52, 6 through 7. And it says, the righteous will see it and be amazed. They will laugh and say, look what happens to mighty warriors who do not trust in God. They trust their wealth instead and grow more and more bold in their wickedness. But I am like an olive tree, thriving in the house of God. I will always trust in God's unfailing love. And so, kingdom people, what's going on here is that you already know how people was trying to tear you down. Still probably are, even though it had never happened. But they try. They try to tear you down. They try to stop you. They try to keep you from moving in the things of God. They try. And they try. And they try. To no avail, kingdom people. And God is saying this. It says in Psalm 52 and 7, look what happens to the mighty warriors who do not trust in God. What happens to the kingdom people is that they trust in their own, it says here, their own wealth. And they grow more and more bold in their wickedness. But I also want to suggest that they trust in their own abilities, their own wickedness, so to speak. And so, not that we shouldn't trust in, believe in ourselves, but the problem with them is, like they say, they underestimated you and overestimated themselves. That's kind of what's happening here. They overestimated themselves and their abilities and their weakness. And they really thought they were going to tear you down. And many people thought that it was working or that it would work. Some may even still think it's working, even though it's not working. Now, some of you kingdom people may have been affected by some of the things that you experienced from some of those wicked ones. But the point is, kingdom people, they can't tear you down, because you're going to always rise back up. And they have to continuously watch you do that. They have to watch you rise up and continue to rise up and continue to come up. Because, kingdom people, that's what you do. I'm just being reminded of a seed that's buried. They thought they buried you. Y'all know the saying. They thought they buried you, but they didn't know you was a seed. They thought they was tearing you down, but they didn't understand you got to get down to get back up sometime. I'm reminded of how when you plant a seed, it's a certain kind of tree. I can't even think of the name of it right now. Is it the pine tree? If I'm not mistaken, it is the pine tree. Or the olive tree. I have to see. But when you plant it, it has to go down. Any seed, any tree, let's just say any tree, it don't even matter. Any plant, if you plant grapes, if you plant corn, if you plant cucumber seeds, any of those seeds, you got to dig it down. You got to get it dug down. So in essence, it got to go down. But what happens when you plant that seed? Eventually it sprouts up. It comes up. And when it comes up, it's beautiful, it's better. It comes up just as it's meant to be, as the Creator designed it to be. And in this case, if you plant a cucumber seed, you're going to get some wonderful, beautiful cucumbers if you take care of that thing, right? You garden it, you water it, you fertilize it, or whatever you need to do. Just take care of it. Make sure it's getting the sun. Make sure it's getting the nutrients that it needs to produce what is there to produce. And so, kingdom people, that's just like you. When they was calling themselves tearing you down, they was literally getting you up in that soil to ultimately help you produce what it is that you needed to produce. Because, kingdom people, getting down in that soil made you burst through, just like a seed do when it starts to grow and burst through that soil. So, kingdom people, they was trying to tear you down, But they had to literally watch you come up, because tearing you down, not saying that it's okay, literally builds you up. Because, kingdom people, you learn how to transmute energy, or you're learning how to transmute it. You're learning, or you probably, like I'm kidding, you probably been doing it. Many of you been doing that since childhood. Yeah, maybe you had some challenges, maybe you had some things you had to figure it out and overcome, but for the most part, kingdom people, you was always digging yourself up out of whatever ditch, so to speak, that they was trying to put you in. You just kept rising. Think about it, kingdom people. So many of these people been working, some of them, I should say, not everyone, because you got newer on-comers trying you. It's the same thing, but you have ones that have been around a little longer, and they just been trying to push you down, push you down, push you down, and they have to work hard at that. Some people work day in, day out, or year in, year out, whatever you want to call it, to try to keep you down. That's a lot of work. But what they not understanding, or they probably starting to understand, is that you gonna always come up, because that's what I just heard. You a seed. Because you a seed, is what you do. I'm hearing God literally say you're God's seed. God planted you here on earth. He planted you in his kingdom. He planted you to do what he sent you here to do. So because he planted you to do what he sent you here to do, and he nurtures you and takes care of you and feeds you, and you do the same thing for yourself, you nurture yourself, you feed yourself the proper things that you need to be fed, you give yourself what you need, whether it be spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, whatever the case may be. I'm hearing across the board, because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing as God's seed, and he does his part too as God, the sower of the seed. You, kingdom people, you gotta come up. So while they was trying to tear you down, seed, I'm hearing star seed, while they was trying to tear you down, star seed, now that's a whole nother message. They have to watch you come up, because all you do is come up. You never stay down. And when you have to go down, you go down just to sprout back up better. So, kingdom people, they was trying to tear you down, but they will have to watch you come up, because you don't stay down. If you was even down, because I always had this thing when I go through transitions, even in rough places in my life, when I had to go through some things to get to wherever I was going to get to the other side, so to speak, you know, people look at that like you down. And I mean, I guess in some instances, you know, I guess people will consider themselves to be down, and I get it. Why? I get it. I never looked at things that way. I always looked at it like I'm transitioning. I'm moving from one place to another. I'm moving to my next, moving to where God is taking me next. But what I've recently learned is that people look at, now I didn't just recently learn it, God just corrected me, but I learned it on a whole nother level recently. Some things from before that I didn't even realize that's how people was looking at it. They was looking at it like I was down. But in this case, they was looking at it like I was down, but that's where they wanted me to be. They wanted me to be down. And sometimes it's just the thing of people just want you to be down, wishing that for you. But even them, and yeah, sometimes add their little stuff to try to tear you down, to try to ensure that you don't come up. I wanted to say stay down, but like I said, you wasn't even never really down. You was in transition. You've been in transition emotion all your life for the most part. But kingdom people, like I was saying, what I was learning is that it was people that back in the days, that's what they wanted from me. They liked when they thought I was down, even though I was going through transitions, and my situation probably wasn't the prettiest, but you know, the best of them gets ugly situations in their life, but it's what matters is that they overcome them and get to that better place, get to where God is taking them. But anyway, kingdom people, these particular ones, I didn't even know all along that they was liking, in their mind, me being in a bad place. They preferred that. They didn't want to see me come up. And like I said, they even added their stuff to ensure it. And so, kingdom people, you may be experiencing that, or you most definitely have experienced that, where people wanted to see you down. Even though you probably wasn't down in your mind, even if you was, still, people want to see you down. They don't want to see you come up. They even did their part to tear you down. But kingdom people, all they're going to do is watch you come up. Because again, you just being in transition. You just like a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. That's what you being all along. But some people looked at it like you was down and did their part, so they thought or felt to try to tear you down. But kingdom people, they tried to tear you down, but they just gonna have to watch you come up and up and up. Because kingdom people, y'all already know, we all the way up. We all the way up. Nothing can stop us. We all the way up. Kingdom people, they was trying to tear you down, but they have to watch you come up and up and up and up. Okay, kingdom people? So listen, if you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And kingdom people, make sure you should share and you subscribe. Also, if you are interested in any of the services that I offer, you can find all the information down below, along with other information about me and other helpful resources as well. And so, yeah, kingdom people, y'all know I don't want to leave you, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down, because I love y'all, kingdom people. I love you. Okay? Now, make sure, above anything else, above all else, you let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times, kingdom people. Kingdom people, we are still untouchable, we are still unmovable, we are still unbreakable, and we are still unshakable. Kingdom people, that is my time. Jesus girl is out. Peace.